My name is Jacob Tisch. I am 23. I am from the United States. And I am here in Chennai because I sought after a solution to an ailing problem I had with my ACL and my meniscus. Originally, I didn't know exactly what was the issue because I have been working for the past 2 years in Kigali, Rwanda in East Africa, working as an international educator. And while there, we don't have adequate medical facilities or medical doctors in Rwanda. And so, looking for a solution to my problem, I went online through some references I had through medical tourism. And so people said that, hey, give India a shot, give South Africa a shot, give Singapore a shot. Go, there are other choices of healthcare than in the United States. Because at the time I did not have any insurance. And being as that's a very expensive procedure in the US, it wasn't feasible. My new school year rolled around and we were covered with insurance. I was covered by Educare Insurance, which is an insurance company that provides specific insurance for international educators. So with that insurance in mind, I thought, okay, this is now an opportunity for me to really find a solution to this problem. So I went online, looked up different information, did some research about different doctors, different opportunities, different cities around the globe to potentially have my knee potentially reconstructed. And that's where I came across kneeindia.com. And found that by itself, and I also found it through another reference site, placidway.com. And through kneeindia.com, I met Dr.Venkatachalam. And we started corresponding. We actually corresponded a year before this. And I had throughout my initial inquiry saying that I have a problem with my knee, maybe we can talk about options about having surgery. Those talks faded out because I just simply didn't have the funds to do it. My next school year rolled around, insurance came about, and it was feasible. So this past December, which is right now, I took a flight to Chennai, and I came here not knowing exactly what was wrong with my knee, other than the fact that my orthopedic in Kigali said it was potentially an ACL tear. And so when we got here, I was met at the airport by some people who Dr. Venkatachalam had set up to pick me up. They took me from the airport, got me into a cab very cordially, took me to a bed and breakfast, and had me here. I've been staying here ever since. The staff here has been great. They've been helping me with every single thing. There's Wi-Fi, clean drinking water at my disposal, room service if I need it. Everything's wonderful. There's a great restaurant below us, and everything's been really easy. Day 2, while I was here, I met Dr. Venkatachalam, and we discussed what was going on. He took me and just wanted to do a quick knee check, and within 5 seconds he had figured out that, yeah, there was a tear in my ACL. And so from there he sent me to have my MRI. I went to get my MRI, CT scan, x-rays, all those things came back. We checked it out, and it showed that that I had some issues and that I had an ACL tear. And so 2 days later, I was in the hospital and arrived there that morning, and we went under the knife, and I had my ACL reconstructed. And I spent the night there in the hospital, and the nurses there, they did a great job, and they helped me out as much as they could, and I really had very few pain while I was in the hospital. I got back, after that night, I left the hospital around 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. When I got back, they took me back to my original hotel, and I was a bit drugged up, a bit groggy still, but feeling better, feeling confident about my knee, and basically started my rehab right that day. That evening, my physical therapist came that evening, and we started doing some rehabilitation together, some simple things. From there, every single day that I've been in Chennai, Dr. Venkatachalam has been in my hotel room, and he's come to visit me. And that's one thing that I will say for all you guys who are out there who are looking for a solution to an ailing knee. I would give Dr. Venkatachalam 2 thumbs up, and I would say that he is not only a wonderful doctor, but a good man, and that you can entrust your knee with this man. Because of the ACL injury that first occurred was over 2 years ago, over the past few years I continually attempted at different sports and only failed. But during those failed attempts, I have re-injured my knee more and more and caused more damage. So not only did I have a torn ACL, I also had a torn meniscus. And so Dr. Venkatachalam went in, he did a patellar tendon graft to restore my ACL, and he also was able to remove and to fix my meniscus tear. With my operation at Chennai Hospital, I was under basically an anesthesia block, and they numbed my legs, so I was completely pain-free in my legs. And what that allowed me to do was, because I'm the type of person where I want to see and want to know what's going on at all times. And so I decided to go for that type of anesthesia because I was now able to watch, and I was basically coached through the surgery by Dr. Venkatachalam. Everything that happened, every single tug I felt on my leg, any type of movement that was going on down there, he let me know what he was doing, why he was doing it, and how he was doing it. And so this in a way gave me a lot of confidence in the surgical process, and it gave me a little bit of say. If I had a question, I simply shouted it out to him, and he gave me an answer right there. And so we were able to communicate in a way, in a very intimate way, when my leg is being cut open, but he still gave me the respect as the patient and took time to give me an answer whenever I really had a question about what was going on. I really appreciate that. Chennai Hospital was a nice facility. The hospital staff were very welcoming, very warm, and the room I was in was totally inclusive. I was in there by myself, and there was no one else in the room. It had an extra bed where my medical accompaniment, who came to help me out, he could stay the night there as well to look after me. I had a television. They came. They provided great food. Always had clean water to drink. Always had everything that I needed whenever I needed it was there. They were really beneficial and helpful. Rehabilitation-wise, being a former collegiate athlete in the United States, I played 4 years Division II basketball at Harding University. And knowing athletics, knowing some friends and teammates who have gone through ACL reconstruction, I already had an idea of what kind of went in and what the surgery entails, but more importantly, what the rehabilitation of this surgery entails. And I knew it would be a process, but the first day we started off, after the surgery, I got back here, and we started off with ankle pumps. We started off with basically got me on a CPM machine. And the CPM machine gradually increases your flexibility and gradually increases your range of motion. And because of that, I now have more flexion in my knee, and I'm able to move better. We also were on the stim machine, okay? And through that stim machine, it's helped mobilize my muscles, give my muscles a little bit more strength, and give me a bit more confidence being able to walk, being able to stand, working on my gait. Also, my therapist has done a good job getting me off my feet, making sure at a good pace that I'm walking, and making sure that the way I am walking is correct by really working on a gait-infused workout. We've done mini squats, which is to strengthen the hamstring. We have worked on a balance board, which is obviously improving my balance, but at the same time focusing on my knee, and working on this ball back here, which I use to support my back when we do balance work, and when we also do mini squats. I'm walking about now with the aid of my crutches. This is day 8 post-operation, and I've been up on all my feet for about the past 5 days, feeling comfortable being able to walk. As I said earlier, I mentioned that we are in physical therapy. We're working on my gait and my walking abilities, and every day is an improvement. And that's something that needs to be known, is that every single day you wake up and you know that you're going to improve. And I can thank my therapist and Dr. Venkatachalam for that.